Here we go.
Yeah, we straight chillin', serial killing, pre-cold villains on the mic, got you reeling. 5-star rated from the floor to the ceiling. If you catch a 1-star, no time for feelings. Got a demon DJ on the ones and twos, by the name Beelzebub, so don't get confused. So grab a seat by the fire, roast a marlow or two, and prepare to hear the legend of the straight chillin' crew.
What up, nerds, and welcome to another Iron Butt episode of Straight Chilling, the weekly horror movie review show where you chill and we kill, slice, dice, and chop up yet another horror movie. My name is Bob. I'll be your host for the evening. This is episode 536, recorded on Sunday, July 13th, 2025. Tonight we're talking about another You Pick the Flick. This one was chosen by Nouse. The movie's Robocop from 1987. Before we get into it, let me introduce everyone else on the show tonight. First up, calling in from Washington, D.C., we got your boy, Ran Diesel. What's up?
Bitches leave.
There we go. Jesus Christ, the lag is ruining everything.
That's why you just gotta say it yourself. Bitches leave!
I don't think I cannot pull off that Red Foreman cadence. I just can't. I don't have it in me. Maybe one day.
Man. I was just waiting for him to kick somebody's ass or stick his foot so far up somebody's ass or do something with a foot in an ass, you know?
Foot in an ass, a dumb ass, somewhere in the range there,
I'll take bitches leave, I guess. You know, it was 1987. It was early in his career, I believe.
It was. You got to earn that.
Next up, calling in from Seoul, South Korea, we got your boy, Soju. What's up, man?
Oh, what up? It's your boy. I'd buy that for $1, Stains. I'd buy it for $1, boys. Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. The second time you said it was so fucking creepy.
Oh.
Why? Oh, I'd buy it
it
for $1. Oh, just fucking love a deal. God, I love a deal.
Love a deal, boys.
It's the American talking in you. God, I love a deal.
I cannot say no.
I have no choice but to buy it for $1.
I'd buy that for $1.
There it is.
It's impossible to say no. Take it. Take the money, please.
Bob, you're very familiar with this.
There it is.
Yes, that's the guy.
Waiting
You're
for
very
it.
familiar with
Just there it is.
I mean, we're right at the on-ramp. We might as well.
Wrong when he and his friends. Yeah, just
Well, if you're not going to have any fun with it, then I mean, come on.
You can't laugh at yourself, Bob. Then
Then you're being a little bitch.
And we all know bitches leave.
Bitches leave.
There you go. Big shout out and thank you to Nouse for picking tonight's flick, Robocop. Before we get into the review,
thank you so much.
Dear God, thank you.
One down, 5 to go. Thank you.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Before we get into it, let's tackle a little bit of housekeeping real quick here. We do have our August poll currently posted over on our Patreon website. If you guys support us at the $5 level or above, you get the chance to vote on a movie we're talking about this August. The theme for August is deep cuts. We got 3 movies on there that are sort of underseen or at least underdiscussed, and they are The Empty Man, Kill List, and Orca.
Whoa, Bob, we are already halfway through July. How are those numbers looking?
Time doesn't exist anymore. It's already
it goes by.
It don't stop.
It goes on.
It don't stop. So yeah, the numbers have changed slightly. We do have a new first place film.
Whoa.
Oh, I know. It's insane.
Kill List made a comeback, huh?
Negative. I wonder who chose that.
It was already at 95% last time I checked.
Last time you manipulated the numbers. So yeah, Kill List is still in the bottom with 24% of the vote. Second place, The Empty Mang has fallen just slightly to 36% of the vote. And then we got Orca sitting in first place with 40% of the vote.
Whoa. All
Whoa.
right. Pretty tight race there,
Bleep.
though.
Yeah.
Dirty bird.
24,
Yeah, I mean,
36, 40.
a couple votes either way is gonna completely change it, you know. So
Mm.
still got a couple weeks left. Make sure you get those votes in before the end of the month, and we'll see what we're talking about this August.
All
All
right.
right.
In other Patreon news, we're dropping mini casts every other Friday, per usual. Over 160 mini casts on Patreon available for you now. Next up, this Friday, you're going to hear from your boy Soju talking about Squid Game 3 in your ear holes.
Whoa, wrapping it up. I'm wrapping it all up. I've covered the whole series now, so we can be done with that.
Really, people are looking to the end of your journey.
I
As
know,
this-
yeah. That's
this
really
is
what
it's
they've been
all
waiting
about.
for. I didn't want
It's
to
like,
make
Finally.
them
How
wait
is Soju
too
gonna
long,
react?
He can rest now, finally. Yes, he's done. So check that out, and also Soju's thoughts on the first two seasons if you would like to hear that. All available on Patreon right now.
160 mini episodes, boys. Wow.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
That
still
We have
puts,
coming.
such
yeah,
we
that
have
puts us
prolific output.
close to, yeah, 700 total episodes there.
That's
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah, we've probably done over 700 because we've done like bonus episodes on the main feed too
Mhm.
that
That's
we didn't
true.
number.
Yeah.
Plus, you know, we've been guest hosts on dozens of other
Yeah, I've
shows
got
and
that playlist on Spotify that's
yeah.
gotta be, I think it's like close to 100 at least. And
And if you want to count the Let's Get
Have you heard of
Physical
our
Media
podcast?
stuff.
we don't, Bob, we don't want to
Oh
count
yeah.
that.
Oh. Yeah,
We
we
definitely
don't.
don't want that
I
included.
mean,
No, 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 no.
We don't want to be associated with that.
No, we don't. It's a problem. That whole
It's-
show. There it is.
it would have been quicker, except the fucking lag.
And it gets worse. I will buy that.
Okay,
for
Bob, stop
$1.
spending all your money on Blu-rays. Let's move on.
I will say
Um,
our Straight Chilling Features playlist, which I know I'm missing some stuff, but it has 102 hours worth of content.
Oh my
I
God.
don't know how many
We are
episodes
going to
that
be
is, but
so
100.
easy to
And that's
to train an AI model on.
Yes.
that's on Spotify, right?
It is on Spotify, yeah.
And what's the name of it so people can look it up if they
It's
want?
called Straight Chilling Features. And yeah, I need to throw that up on like Instagram with a link or something like that. But yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
if you
called
want-
Straight Chilling Features. It's a playlist with a bunch of episodes that we feature on.
Yeah, from various friends of the podcast, other podcasts out there.
Yep.
Check it out.
Ooh, it's got our short box podcast feature. Horrorpocalypse. Wow,
Ooh,
old school
yeah.
stuff. Horrorcast on here. Randy's gone, so I'll keep naming these. Plug it up. Light and
Kootaboo.
Shadow. Yeah, Cut Above's on here. Jump the Shark. Oh no. What is
Jump.
that? Cinema Villains.
Oh,
Oh, did he change the name of this podcast? It's Word to the Nerd. A lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff on here.
sick.
And Randy's
Check it
back,
out.
So
Hey, Randy.
There's problems.
That's all I have news-wise. Do you guys have anything you need to plug?
yeah, we're
Not
gonna have
I.
some bonus episodes coming out. Be Fun is Wrapped, which now has really marked like my summer journey these past couple years. It really does feel like autumn's heading my way now that Be Fun's done. But Be Fun 2025 has wrapped up. Got a couple things. We did I did an interview with the lead actress from The Ugly Stepsister, which is a banger horror movie this year. Really good. It's up on Shudder right now. So it's
Mhm.
already available in the States. And yeah, she gave a really great interview that'll be coming out sometime soon. And then we also have a wrap-up episode from Be Fun coming up soon, talking about some of the films that we saw this year. So yeah, keep an eye out for
I'd
it.
buy that for $1.
Talking about even more bonus content, you know?
That's right. We're
Just
bonus
Add it to
content
the
where we
list.
talk about more bonus
Throw
content.
it on the
I know.
pile.
Here's a bonus show where I tell you about all the bonus shows we did.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
Boy,
A
we
bonus
we
show
do a
wrap
lot of
up.
we do a lot of clip shows in our bonus episodes. They're
Yeah,
just us
that's not
talking
counting
about
all the
other
clip
episodes.
shows that we've done too.
Oh
Oh my
man,
God.
so many hours of clip shows.
That's
Jesus Christ.
true.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We
Quantity
talk.
over quality. That is the mantra.
What you got to do is you got to flood the zone.
Any
Okay, that's
day
what we're
now,
all
this is
about.
all gonna pay off.
It's
Yeah, oh yeah.
gonna be
I
filthy
don't know about
rich.
you guys, but I already booked my trip to Aruba to pick up my illicit
Um,
winnings from this little gambit.
Illicit winning.
See, you got to buy the QJ coin right now.
The
You want to
QJ
invest
coin.
right
It's time
now.
to dump, people.
You
Let's
got,
dump.
you got to shit it out now.
Damn.
Randy, got any plugs?
Not a goddamn plug in the house. Rob, you good?
I think we're squeaky clean.
His house is clean.
Let's get into the main event. We're talking about Robocop, and we're kicking it off with the back of the box.
What's on the back of the box?
Bob, I saw you had this box. Is it a good box? It's a thick
It's
box.
the best
Ooh,
box.
that's
It's
thick.
quite
box.
thick.
Look at how
That's gonna
thick-
have to average out to 2 films, Bob. I can't discount that
at
for
that.
you.
That's
Wait, is that a
Audit.
script or is that a second? Is that RoboCop 2 in there as well?
Oh no, it comes with a booklet with scholarly writings.
Oh, it's a book, not a-
Scholarly
okay.
writings.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I hope they added a discount for that.
Literature. It comes with literature.
They want you to read.
Whoa.
This is the Arrow video release of RoboCop from like 2019, I think. It's the director's cut they put out. So all the added gore, all the stuff that the MPAA was like, hey, this shit's not gonna fly. They put it all back in, folks.
I think I probably
damn.
watched that version then, because mine was quite
Yeah.
gory.
Yeah,
Oh.
sometimes you can tell like whenever the stuff that they cut when they put it back in, it like the quality of the footage dips ever so slightly because
I
it
don't
was sort of
notice that
lost.
shit.
Okay.
I don't notice that at all.
Well,
If
Well,
you
never
notice, some of the pixels are slightly askew in this frame.
where did Bob go wrong? He hid his friends.
He
et
hit
cetera,
his
et cetera.
friends.
He
Dang
hits
it,
his
no, don't
friends.
hit me.
He's an abusive son of
He
a
hits
bitch.
them for watching DVDs and not 4Ks. Yeah, so you can buy this from Arrow Video. It's really easy to find, or you can stream it. RoboCop is everywhere. Apparently, there's a video game that came out recently too. that's
Apparently, it's quite
popular.
well received, from what I can tell.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a remake.
Yes.
Oh yeah, much beloved remake. No
Everybody
notes
loves
from
it.
anyone. Mhm.
Never
Buy
seen
it for $1.
Probably
Do it.
those
I
bargain
don't know
bins.
that I would buy that for $1. Yeah, actually, it might be a Dollar General find.
RoboCop from 1987, rated R, with a runtime of an hour and 42 minutes. This was directed by Paul Verhoeven, written by Edward Neumeier and Michael Miner. It stars Peter Weller, Nancy Allen, Dan O'Herlihy, which you may have recognized from Halloween 3.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Definitely.
That sounds like a no. No.
Oh, I definitely did.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
Yeah.
Ronnie Cox, Miguel Ferrer, your boy Kurtwood Smith is also in this. Ray Wise, some other lovely folks are in this.
Some
Plot
float.
synopsis.
Ferrer, baby.
There you go. Plot synopsis brought to you by IMDb is as follows. In a violent future, an old Detroit murdered police officer, Alex Murphy, is resurrected as Robocop, a powerful cyborg law enforcer. As he fights crime, he begins to recover memories of his past and seeks revenge on the gang who killed him. Gentle Mangs, have you seen this movie before, and would you recommend folks at home check it out? Rand Diesel, kick us off.
I'm trying to remember if I have seen this more than one time before. I don't think so. I think I've seen this maybe once before. It could have been on a night with the guys at some point, but
Just a night with the
I know.
guys.
Just one of them nights with the guys.
A
Things get
guys' night, you
crazy
might
when the
call it.
guys get together. No,
Boys
it was
only.
short
Just a
version.
boys'
Yeah,
night.
I reckon. Okay. Wow, we are really,
Just a
really
bunch of
hung up on that.
boys getting together.
Look, there's boys. They're together. It's a boys' night.
Orgy.
All right. So yes, I have seen
Damn.
this once before, at least maybe twice, but it's been a long, long time, and I remember liking it pretty good, but not really fully embracing it. Like, I felt like the hype was higher than I expected it to be. This time around, I see more. I see it. I see it more for what it is, and I definitely recommend it.
Do you see?
I see
Give me
Do
the
now.
you
light.
see?
I have seen it. It is there.
Give me the
Oh,
video games, the sequels. I want it all.
put it into my
Consume.
veins.
Damn.
Cool. Juice, what about you?
Yeah, I had seen this once before, but like Randy, actually, maybe only once before, but a long time ago, like when I was a kid, I have this kind of like distinct memory of watching this and like Terminator 2 pretty close together because I just remember being exposed to robotics. Like something is called a chip and just I don't know, just all these things. I just have a distinct memory of watching those
What
two
is
films.
internet? How do you
Yeah,
use it?
exactly. So
You ever seen a floppy disk?
it's so floppy. It's not firm at all.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I would recommend people check this out. It had been a long
Can you jam
time
with the console cowboys in cyberspace?
Oh my
since I saw
God.
it. So this is the first time as an adult I had seen it and really like Randy got to kind of process it and at this point we've covered a decent amount of Paul
Verhoeven.
Verhoeven stuff.
Mhm.
So it was interesting to kind of compare it to that too, because we talked about Starship
Yeah.
Troopers, of course, Hollow Man, so
Oh yeah. Classic.
but yeah, I would recommend people check this out. Bob, how about you? Had you seen this before, or was that just sitting collecting dust on your shelf?
I have seen it before. Just once though. I watched this whenever Arrow Video put it out on Blu-ray, and I bought it about 5, 6 years ago. It was the first time I watched it, and then second time watching it for this podcast. But first time I saw it, it kind of blew my mind, honestly. I was like, oh my God, yeah, this is the absolute classic that everybody claims it to be. It just immediately like worked for me. And upon this rewatch, it still does. It's totally holds up. So it's like a must watch for me. Like check it out if you have not, for sure. It's great. It holds up.
All right.
Um,
So
well,
that's
that's
not a
like a
loose recommend
medium
at
to
all.
loose
It
recommend,
sounds a pretty shaky
Jesus
medium to loose there.
It's like probably
Democracy manifest.
skip it if you wanna. No, yeah, that sounds like a hearty recommendation from the Straight Chilling crew.
Hearty
Artie,
recommend.
as
Thank
a
you.
you pick, wow,
Thank
it's
you,
been a
Nouse.
long time
Dear
Yeah.
God,
since we've been
thank
able to
you.
solidly recommend a you pick.
Nouse
Wow.
came in
Now,
and wanted to fucking dunk on our asses right now. He's
yeah,
doing it.
who's a real person and definitely not one of us, by the way.
Definitely not.
Nouse
Yeah. Nouse is
exists.
He
not
lives
not the
somewhere
name
in
of a literal
Europe,
sock puppet I have on my hand.
He
he's
just
he's over
buy
there.
up all the you pigs. See, it's this internal economy. You see, we just put it right back in and it just
And it goes
circulates
in a
around.
circle. It goes
But
in a
eventually
circle.
it trickles down and it's
Oh
all
yeah.
gonna work out. It's you guys just wait, okay? That QJ coin trickles right
Oh
down.
my God. All you gotta do is keep pumping, baby, to
Can't
the
wait till it trickles
moon.
onto
We're
me.
we're getting
Drip, drip, drip. Uh,
Oh fuck. That's just pouring out there for trickle on me, yes.
oh,
Oh
Reagan
God,
porn? What is
Reagan,
that?
yes.
Oh yeah, the
Trickle
Gipper,
down,
Gip me,
Daddy.
Gipper.
Trickle
Shove some
down.
jelly beans in there, bitch.
Okay.
What?
It sounds like you gotta watch RoboCop. That's a hearty recommend from the Straight
You
Chilling
got to know
crew.
your Reagan lore for this podcast.
Yeah, the jelly bean thing missed me too. Um, but we're gonna be spoiling the shit out of RoboCop, and here comes your warning.
Spoiler warning.
Whoa, Bob, you got that plot synopsis for me?
Whoa. Yeah.
Whoa, Bob.
Whoa.
Ooh, hey.
Hey-oh. Yep, here we go. Plot synopsis for RoboCop. In the near future,
Hours of hours, so many hours of
Just a
our
super cut.
output is just
just
us like, oh,
whoa,
hey,
hey.
oh, Jesus Christ. Just
We have
hours of
more
that.
more hours of that than a lot of podcasts have content in general. Just
That's very true.
That's how
hello.
good we are.
That's
That's,
we're that
not
good.
everyone can
That's a
operate on such
flex.
a high wire.
Okay, plot synopsis. Here we go. In the near future, dystopian Detroit, the city is overwhelmed with crime. Out of desperation, the megacorp Omni Consumer Products takes control of the police force. OCP's President Dick Jones gives a demonstration to the city of a police robot called Ed 209 that malfunctions and kills a volunteer. This allows an ambitious young executive named Bob Morton to introduce his own project called Robocop to OCP's chairman, who's also known as the Old Man. Meanwhile, police officer Alex Murphy's transferred to a new precinct where he and his partner Ann Lewis pursue the notorious Clarence Boddicker and his gang. The gang tortures Murphy, and Boddicker shoots and kills him. Morton then has Murphy's corpse turned into Robocop, a cyborg with no memory of his previous life. Robocop has three directives: one, to serve the public; two, protect the innocent; three, uphold the law. And there's also a classified fourth directive you don't find out about till the end of the movie. Robocop is quickly celebrated for his effective and brutal campaign. Lewis begins to suspect Robocop is indeed Murphy. During maintenance, Robocop has a dream about Murphy's death. While on patrol, Robocop arrests one of Boddicker's gang members named Email, who recognizes Murphy, which furthers Robocop's recall of his previous life. Robocop uses the police database to review Murphy's record. He then investigates Murphy's old house, recalling several memories of him and his family, but his wife and son have since moved away. OCP President Dick Jones then gets Boddicker to murder the young executive Morton as retribution for trying to usurp his position. Robocop interrogates Boddicker until he admits he's working for Jones. Robocop attempts to arrest Jones, but his secret fourth prime directive kicks in, which is that he cannot act against an OCP executive. Jones releases the Ed 209, and Robocop is badly injured by it, as well as the police force. Lewis rescues him and brings him to a steel mill where he can repair himself. Angered by OCP's underfunding, the police force goes on strike, and the city descends into chaos. Jones frees Boddicker and his gang and gives him these crazy high-powered weapons and tells him to go murder Robocop. At the steel mill, Robocop kills all of Boddicker's men and eventually Boddicker as well by stabbing him in the throat. Robocop confronts Jones during an OCP board meeting and reveals the truth behind Morton's murder. Jones takes the old man hostage, but the old man fires Jones, nullifying Directive 4, allowing Robocop to shoot Jones, causing him to fall out of a window to his death. The old man...
Thank you. Have a nice day.
The old man thanks Robocop and asks him what his name is, to which he replies, Murphy. Roll them credits.
All right.
So I
What a
like this
solid fucking
movie, but I found some of it to be quite unbelievable.
What?
Like a militarized, corporation or
Oh,
corporations,
yeah.
having
Impossible.
influence over public policies like this. I
Look,
just can't
It's
conceive
science
of that
fiction,
really
okay?
happening.
It's
Look,
heavy on the
suspend
fiction.
your disbelief, buddy. I promise. We'll get there.
What
Yeah,
could go
no,
wrong?
this movie is like, boy, every step of this movie just feels so fucking prescient. It's
Yeah.
very
We
fucked
didn't
up.
take the warning seriously.
We really didn't. We watched RoboCop and made cartoons instead of policy
And
changes.
toys. And just
Yeah.
churned
And
money out of the
toys.
franchise.
Yeah, we really,
Like,
yeah. You know what? The hero of this film is clearly the fucking mega
Well,
corporation that's making money off of the backs of this thing,
it's
right? So we should do the
capitalism.
same thing.
It's a very
Capitalism is the
pro-capitalist
hero,
movie.
as always.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man.
It's a statement.
This movie it feels like it makes, it's probably more relevant today than it was even when it came out. Of course, I wasn't alive back then, so I guess I can't really say that outright, but it feels that way. But we were talking on the Slack throughout the week, and I think it was Miles that said, like, this is an all-timer, but definitely in no way a horror movie. And we're fast and
Mhm.
loose with like the horror genre on this
Oh
show, and this is
yeah.
definitely like
Super
horror
fast.
horror
We're fast
adjacent.
and loose in life, really.
Mm.
Just
I don't disagree with Miles here, but horror adjacent, close enough for us. There's a bunch of blood and guts,
Close
and
enough for us is man,
science
that's a
fiction.
there,
pretty
yeah, I
low
mean, I
bar.
would say body
Really is.
horror was the closest thing for me, especially like when he
Yes,
takes his mask off and there are elements of
Mhm.
when they're building him, when he gets blasted away and then that other dude gets blasted away. At least in the version I watched, which again might have been that director's cut, but
it sounds like it. Yeah,
mine was quite bloody. I was really surprised, honestly.
I don't think
extremely.
I got that cut. I
Oh,
didn't
that's
know that
too
existed.
bad.
I'm gonna have to
Hmm.
check that out
Yeah,
It's
because
like
pretty cool.
like when they
Mhm.
kill Murphy, they shoot him at least 20 times, and like
Piece by
Yeah, I did see
piece, they
that.
blast his
I know
like
they blew his
arm off
arm.
first, and
and
then
his
like just
hand.
in his
It's
hand.
His
yeah,
Yeah.
hand is all
it's
I remember, and then the headshot, or like I mean, and then there was
Okay. Well,
like
then
there was a
I got
lot
a
of
lot
shots in
more.
between that, but they didn't show detail really, as
Okay.
far as I recall.
well,
Um,
I was gonna say
yeah,
like I don't know, I was kind of like watching this movie and thinking about it in like through a horror lens, I guess. And I was like, this is like on a certain level a very like anti-capitalist take on a Frankenstein story because like this
Oh
dude
yeah.
dies and they
hmm
reanimate him and he's a cyborg, he's not just purely reanimated tissue or reanimated corpse or whatever. But even in like the way he's like big and bulky and like in his movements, there's like very like awkward and
Hmm.
stocky and I don't know.
hmm
There's definitely a corollary happening there, and like the Frankenstein I think deals more with like religion and like man wanting to play God, and this is definitely I think it's got a touch of that happening, but it's very much it's more about greed and like at like
yeah.
owning people to the most extreme point where like even in death you still technically own them and can do whatever you want with their body, which is
That's
like
illegal, right?
Yeah, it's a felony.
It's
such
a
a
felony.
Yes.
such a
Wow.
bleak take on like a late capitalist kind of society. But I don't know. There's some sort of corollary there, and I just the first time I watched it, that was not on my mind. But knowing we were talking about it on our horror podcast, it kind of was this time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, it's not. The thing is, like, we've talked about this with Starship Troopers a little bit, and with Hollow Man probably. Which is just like Verhoeven doesn't go for subtlety. He's just laying it all the fuck out there. The
Yeah,
thing that
yeah.
I forgot about more than anything else in this rewatch, before this rewatch, was the fucking interstitial commercial
The
breaks and
news
things like
reels.
that.
Yeah.
Like, well, like the faux commercials, the fucking oh my god, like the world building they do here is so fucking amazing. It's really like solid, like Terry Gilliam esque, like horrifying shit that's like shot in this really like it's practical. It's all practical. So like they just kind of get like the way the camera moves and all this stuff or whatever. I don't know. I really love the way they really set the place here, and it's so biting the things that they say. I'm trying to remember like the commercial that they had about a prosthetic heart or whatever, and like
Yeah.
that
It's
And
like
shit
it's
was
different
bleak as
brands you can
yeah,
buy.
different
yeah.
brands. And he's like, this is the Cadillac of horror or something
Yeah,
like that. Yeah.
And then at the end, he's like, "And by the
crazy.
way, we care," or some shit
Yeah.
like that. I'm like, my God, this feels so horrible and true. Oh man,
Yeah, they have the it opens up with them talking about like some African city. I don't remember the exact details, but like threatening to use like nukes on their own citizens
yeah.
if they don't calm the fuck down.
Mm.
hmm
It's just like,
And they're
and
smiling
then
and reporting it. Like,
the Star Wars space station that accidentally shoots a laser at
The lasers,
California
the
and
yeah.
like
incompetence
kills
of it is like my favorite. It's
it
like just
kills
the
two
cruel
presidents. Like
in Santa
it's
Barbara. It's like,
fucking
oh,
crazy.
so we mourn that, and now a commercial, and it's like, what was it, the Nukem game, the fucking board game?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
That's
like
like
ship,
Battleship, but for
battleship. Yeah.
fucking literal.
The mom is playing it with her young kid, and she goes, "Listen, Buster, no more military aid." And like, that's just not the state that we live in right now, dude. It's
Dude,
fucking
fucking
crazy.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You wanna kill a Nazi?
Um,
Yeah.
so yeah,
Yeah.
like all that stuff. I mean, it's not hard to parse, but like I feel like that's the level that I was not getting when I watched it the first time because I just
Oh,
wasn't
sure.
attuned to that sort of thing at the time. At least not to the level we are now by de facto living in it. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Like setting all that aside, though, like the aesthetics of this, I mentioned Terry Gilliam before. Like that's what I kept thinking about. I don't know if you guys have seen Brazil, but like I kept thinking about Brazil with
No.
this. It's like a slightly less dreamy version of that, and its like production value. I feel like, and like certainly like a little bit more like grounded than that movie is. That movie is very very like dreamscapey and things, but it's the practical effects that sort of like late '80s film quality. It's kind of like, and then like sort of these strange like low angles on things. Like
Hmm.
it's very like it's hard to describe it. It's like comic booky in a way, but it's also cinematic. That shot where like the woman is about to get assaulted, and you just see the car drive up, and then the shadow, the giant looming shadow of RoboCop, is one of my favorite shots in this movie. It's just fucking like that sort of thing is just all over the place. I really love the look, is what I'm getting at.
There was another, I was curious if Randy had this moment in his another horror-esque moment that actually was like really dark towards the end where the one of the thugs is driving the car and he drives it into the toxic waste. Did you have that,
Yeah.
Randy? Yeah, and
Oh
he
yeah.
comes
Emil
out
did that.
and he's all
It's like
fucking
melting.
melted and
Yeah.
shit.
That shit
Oh, that
ruled. And
was
that
that
was the
was
part where I was thinking about it too. I was like, okay, yeah, this is the horror scene if there is one.
Yeah, I mean
Um,
that guy when like I said when he takes his face off
he
and
just
his
splattered.
skin is just like stretched across, and then
Hmm.
he spends the rest of the movie looking like that. Like that was quite dark, and then him getting blasted away. That was all good body horror for me in the realm
Yeah.
of horror. And so yeah, if you
I
think about it
agree.
through that Frankenstein lens, which I also had that thought too, specifically again towards the end when he's kind of like piecing himself back together and he moves even
Yeah.
more like stiffly and stuff like that. I definitely had those Frankenstein vibes when everybody's
Hmm.
out to get him, and
Yeah.
he's the
He's like,
monster now. Yeah.
Hmm.
yeah, they're basically like, yeah, they're coming at him with, torches and pitchforks essentially. And throughout the entire movie, just like Frankenstein, like he's gathering more and more of his core memories and realizing he is human, and then like the humans are the monsters, and yeah, it's
Mm.
very Frankenstein-esque,
Now we
really.
have become the monsters.
Exactly, yeah. Doing the
What?
whole thing. We're the
Um,
monsters now.
hmm.
What a
Hmm.
novel
Red
idea.
Foreman.
Wow.
The
Dude. Yeah, sorry, go
yeah.
ahead.
I was gonna pivot, so if you got something
Oh, I was just
relevant.
going to talk about Red Foreman for a minute because he
Yeah.
gives a fucking sterling ass performance in
He's
this
such a
movie.
problem
He's
in this
such
movie.
a piece of shit. Like
Ah,
it's not,
damn.
but it's not like mustache twirly. It's not like
No.
it's a very modern piece of shit, if that makes sense. He's an extra smug asshole who's very self-assured, but also like he's not putting on airs of anything. He is just like of the streets. All of his fucking cohorts do like the most chaotic shit that like you think about something like the way a crime boss is portrayed today. It's like Stringer Bell, very subdued, smart, like manipulator, like shit like that. He is not that at all. He's smart and he like can manipulate things, but he just lets these fucking dogs run wild on people. And like
He's
Emil's just out there
almost
like,
like Joker-esque in the way that like
yeah, kind of.
Burton
Yeah.
did Joker, kind of has that same vibe.
That's a good call. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I just
Yeah.
really love that performance, and like every fucking thing he says is just dripping with disdain for fucking everything. I really, really loved it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when he walks into that dude who has like the cocaine factory, and he like
Hmm.
sticks his fingers in his wine, and like he's not
Yeah.
afraid of fucking anybody or anything.
No.
Just like he's such a fucking problem, man. And they get those like giant ass guns and just start blowing people's cars up and like
Yeah.
it's
Like
Yeah,
fucking
God,
wild.
that scene where they're just blasting at like they're blasting a building in
just
front
for
of them with
fucking
the
laughs.
glass is will tear you apart.
Yeah, dumbass.
But but also
Fucking
too,
love
I
it.
mean, the angle too from a horror aspect is a lot of stuff like this has been adapted or explored further in other things like Black Mirror kind of comes to mind of things like that,
Hmm.
but of they're like, yeah, well, he signed the police form or whatever,
Hmm.
and they remove his arm on purpose because they're like, oh no, I mean, we want him to be all robot, so go ahead and take his arm. And he's like still conscious, but they make him eat this like baby food
Baby paste, yeah.
shit and paste and and then they control everything. And yeah, you're just like an indentured servant like forever to like the
Well, it's kind of
corporation, and you
The
can't
perfect
harm
officer. You
them.
don't
And
ever
it's
have to sleep. You work 24 hours a day. They don't have to pay you.
yeah.
well, I think it has actually because of you saying that, it made me think like there's a little bit of like Get Out in this, in that he is like they tamp down any
Mm.
lingering humanity as much as possible. They literally give him no name. That like so like I draw the correlation to Get Out because that they tamping down the humanity so that something else can be inserted in their place and can operate like and use the talents of the physical form to pursue something other than what you personal the owner of that personal form wants.
Yeah, with
That's
as
like
much
happening in
control
most of
as
these things.
possible. Yeah.
Yeah, with as much control
Mhm.
as possible, with no regard for like the psychosis that must put you in as a person who's like trapped in that situation,
Yeah, like when
basically.
he's able to listen, like when we have the scenes of, when they're celebrating, the woman kind of like kisses him, and you're just like the horror of that idea though of,
Hmm.
it kind of it this is really like a really horrifying thought to me, is to be stuck in some kind of like coma or something where you are very aware of everything that's happening, but you can't move or you can't function in any real way. Like that, those scenes were actually really intense for me because I'm like, God, we're sitting here, everybody around you
Hmm.
is like celebrating or making decisions about you, or just
Hmm.
talking openly about your situation, stuff like that, and you can hear and process it all, but you can't involve yourself, you can't save
You can't
yourself, you can't
emote.
protect
Yeah, you can't.
yourself. Yeah. Ugh.
Mhm.
And
So
Those
also,
scenes
fucked
oh
are
up.
man,
incredible, man.
They
The
are really
point of
good.
view shot of him laying there on the table feels like very
yeah.
ahead of its time,
That
Yeah.
Like,
entire sequence of the reveal of his final form, his
yeah,
ultimate form, is fucking awesome. Like it
yeah.
is so well done.
Yeah.
Even with like some of the dated effects or whatever, like that like green grid lines
Yeah.
drilling in was very silly by today's standards. But like
But it's
the
kind of
ultimate like
cool though
tapestry,
too,
it is
It has a
exactly.
because
It's
it
charm
drills and
to
it
it.
like
like
zooms in or
it's
whatever.
yeah, like there's like it's little like in camera tricks or whatever that like we've moved so far past that it kind of has a charm to it in and
It
of itself.
does.
But even like just taken as like just beat for beat, the way that they reveal him, that like those like you're always in his point of view. You see like his murder, you see him coming online, you see them testing him, you see like Miguel Ferrer talking shit to him and like you're gonna be $1 billion product or whatever the fuck he says. Like and then eventually like getting up and walking around and he can kind of see hints of him in the monitors that he's passing by where you can see like little touches like that shit is fucking awesome. Like
Mm.
they should like like it's just an excellent cinematic reveal of your title character.
Well, it's
Yeah.
a yeah
Yeah.
scary attitude too, because like you said, oh, you're gonna be this $1 million or this $1 billion product, and it's like the attitude of, it's so plausible to see this kind of approach today, because I think we're fed this kind of stuff like, well, we invested this amount of money in you, like you wouldn't be alive if it weren't for us. I mean, you
This
owe
is
your
the
life
truth.
to the company. I mean, I know, yeah, just that kind
Yeah.
of attitude of, well, we're not
Mhm.
gonna save you for free, or where, it's just it's fucking dystopian horror shit that we live with there every day,
And we're already
honestly.
just even taking aside the physical aspect, like a data mining of our like action activities online or in the physical world, tracking us, or shit like
Yeah.
that is something that data brokers exist selling that exact material to advertisers so that we can get targeted with ads and maybe fucking I don't
Mhm.
know, Boeing will sell an extra ticket, you know what I mean, or whoever,
The
I don't know, that they don't sell tickets, but you know what I'm
the
saying.
feeling of this movie where it's like where it constantly cuts to like horrific news and ad breaks. It in like especially I think it like really like got driven home to me when he's walking through his old house and in every single room there's a screen with like a digital realtor talking to him trying to
Hmm.
sell the house to him. That feeling of like somebody's constantly trying to sell you something resonates so hard today.
Impersonable, like
It's
non-personally too,
yes.
like
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
impersonability
It's
of it.
just fucking screens constantly blasting ads into your eyeballs. Like fucking constantly. It drives me
And it's not even just that.
nuts.
It's like the constant input is like it also exists in another form. I noticed like in the executive washroom scene, they got like stock tickers passing in front of the urinals and shit. Like there is no point where you can disengage from they can't disengage from the markets and what's going on with the company or whatever, and then the populace can't disengage from the fucking like nightmare that they live in. Like there's
Yeah.
just like they just are constantly being bombarded with advertising. Like this is they live again, and it's in many ways, like at least in
Yeah.
terms of how the
Yeah.
poor process it.
Criticizing
um
the Reaganomics and shit.
Well, also
It
yeah,
too, yeah, the way of the cop situation too, I thought was like handled really well because you have these like kind of conflicting ideas where you see that people kind of struggle with the overall like philosophy, the morality of it, because you have these people who like these cops are getting killed, and it's like very obvious that it's through corruption. The corporations are driving this because they want to take control, so they're funding these criminals who
and defunding.
are killing
making the problem
cops.
worse.
Yeah, are
Yeah,
killing cops
intentionally.
so that they can have the form their own. Oh,
Sounds
well, the police aren't enough, and they're pushing the police to,
sounds
it's
familiar.
to strike.
Sounds
Yeah,
extraordinarily familiar.
yeah,
Oh,
exactly. So they're
militarizing the police, like so that you can sell more
through
units of whatever tactical
corporations.
gear you have. You
Yeah,
know, like
but the people, the regular people who actually want to help, you have the police chief who is
mhm.
being like, well, we can't leave society on its own. And then his subordinates being like, well, we're just getting slaughtered out
Yeah,
there and we're going to
yeah.
strike. And then they strike. And then, oh, what happens? All the fucking riots come out. So we got to
Mhm.
unleash the big guns or else society's going to crumble.
It,
And now we got
it,
to have, our own privatized
And
machines that
it just
fucking,
proves the
yeah,
CEO's point even more, and you're like,
right.
exactly.
you can't blame them because the cops are being slaughtered, but at the same time,
Yeah.
you're like, no, like,
That is, yeah, but it is intentionally so, and it is being
yeah,
like so that it can be portrayed to the public that way, so that like they can just get justification for these
Justification,
major
yeah.
projects. And the thing is, like, the thing that the line that I loved in this was when fuck the whatever the main villain, whatever the chairperson or whatever of the company,
Dick
oh,
he's
Jones.
Jones,
Dick
yeah,
Jones
Dick
is
My
talking
Jones.
boy
to
Dick
Miguel
Jones.
Ferrer in the washroom, and he's like, "Who gives a shit if it works? We had a pipeline to our military branch was like, I had contracts ready to go. We were gonna sell 1 million units or whatever.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck if it works? Like he does
He
not. They
just
do not fucking
blasted a
care,
man
Yeah,
away
right? Like,
in the
like
boardroom, and nobody like gives a shit about it.
they got
the
the
only person that cared
contract.
was the
That's all
old
that
man, which is
matters.
insane because the old man is not a fucking hero. Like none of these
No.
people are.
Well, it was that and too in the negotiation he made with fucking Red because he's like, oh well, I got this new city that I'm building that's built just for these workers. And he's like, well, of course, workers need prostitutes and they need drugs and they need gambling and they
Mhm.
need things to distract
Yeah,
them,
Right.
which is just another pipeline. It's like, yeah, I'm giving them money to work for me, and then I'm also taking their money through these illegal activities, and then I'm also going to use those illegal activities to regulate
arrest
them
them. Yeah.
because I also control the police because I have a privatized military
Uh,
police.
Right.
It's just like
It's
so
it's like
uh,
you don't profit off of peace. You don't. You profit off of the status quo of chaos and presenting a supposed solution to that, even if it does not solve anything intentionally so. So like it's a fucking it's very true and fucked up, and I don't know what else we can say about it without just repeating what the movie is repeating, basically.
yeah.
Repeating our reality.
Yeah, it's
Um
unfortunate that it seems like everything this movie is about has only just been like proven over the past several
Yeah, they say
decades. Yeah,
Idiocracy is a documentary. I don't know that RoboCop isn't becoming a documentary.
right? Like it definitely it feels that way. Wait, I guess we don't
Mhm.
have cyborgs yet, but we've just got
No.
straight
they're
to the
working
AI,
on it, but
like
they're
yeah.
working on the cyborg.
the,
Old
the only
what's his
reason they
name still
don't is
got the
because
Oh,
chips in
yeah, the
people's
fucking chip in
brains.
your
they're
brain.
putting chips in your
Yeah.
brain, and like your brain becomes corporate property or some shit. Who knows? I don't fucking know. And neither do the people
Oh,
that are going to
dude,
be
the
putting
fucking
themselves through that.
advertisements that just show up on your
Oh
eyeballs. Like
my
I
God.
can't
Yeah, what a
But
wait.
the,
brave new
okay,
fucking future for
okay,
us.
but again, so taking the same argument about like, oh, you're still alive. I mean, you'd be dead if it weren't for us. So, okay, take that, take somebody who can't walk, and then
Hmm.
you get a brain in your a brain. You get a chip
Get
in
a
a brain in
brain.
your chip.
What
You
would
get
You're
you
a
a
do with a
Tin
brain if you
Man.
had
you get
one?
a you get a chip in your brain, and okay, maybe all of a sudden like you can walk, but yeah, you owe your entire life to a corporation, or you constantly
Yeah.
get ads shot into your brain 24/7. Well,
Ha-
oh, isn't that a trade-off? Or you couldn't walk without us? It's like, what
Hmm.
the
Have you
fuck?
guys watched the newest season of Black Mirror yet?
I can't do
No.
that. Shit is too
The
depressing to
the
me.
first episode is exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
what
not
it's
surprised by
about,
that.
and it
Yeah.
is so fucking depressing. It's
That's
Hmm.
the thing. That show became too real, man. I was like, this is
Well,
yeah.
shit.
just too. When that teddy bear was like a little shit hologram, and he became president, I was like, I
Yeah.
can't
No,
do this
that's yeah.
anymore. I
I
can't do
mean,
this anymore.
that is also not a subtle show, but
Yeah, yeah.
it hits the points it means to hit. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. I
The
like the whole thing with there were what was that movie Crimes of the Future, that Cronenberg movie where
Mm.
body modification
Yeah,
became
yeah,
like a
yeah.
status thing or whatever, like that's another thing that that could
Yeah,
be
how far
explored in
you
the same
mutilated your
realm.
body. Yeah.
Right. Anyway, I'm sorry.
That's what I was saying.
I'm
I
just
see like some
connecting
there
dots
is
a little
definitely
bit.
some Cronenberg in here talking about again tying it back to the horror. I mean, I think there's a Frankenstein tale, the body horror, the dystopian future, the
Hmm.
bleakness of it all. I mean, I think there's enough there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Even if there was less, like I think just the sheer gore factor here, I think is enough. And you've
Yeah.
got like as far as the practical effects are concerned, like you've got Rob Bottin who's sort of helming the practical effects here, and Phil Tippett, I believe, was sort of second in command. And those guys have done so much incredible work on so many horror movies. Rob Bottin was, I think he's really like made his name known by doing John Carpenter's The Thing.
Mm,
So like I think the effects like really like for the most part really hold up. Like the design of RoboCop looks incredible. Even the Ed 209 looks great. I think there's like some stop motion stuff that like to our modern eyes really easy to pick out,
Hmm.
but I still think it looks really well done. Like it doesn't
It all looks
distract
cool.
me. Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
look real. It looks cool though. I think like honestly, if I'm being completely honest, one of the things that I think always before I waited a long time before I saw RoboCop even the first time, and I think the reason for that was that I thought he kind of looked dumb. Like I don't know. I had an instant connection between RoboCop and Terminator in my brain, and I fucking loved Terminator growing up, and
yeah.
Mm.
I just thought Terminator looked badass as shit. It made perfect sense or whatever. It's this by comparison seemed hokey, but I did not know that that hokiness was kind of part and parcel to what is being stated by the movie.
Sure.
This is a corporate, again, it's a corporate product. It needs to look appealing to the public as a boardroom might decide. And that's what I think they kind of do with the look of RoboCop, and it works perfectly under those pretenses. I think that if I saw like an action figure of RoboCop and an action figure of the fucking T800 at as a kid at 8 years old, I would be way more drawn to the Terminator though. Just like it's a fucking like metal skull. It's incredible. It's fucking awesome. And but like this, I don't know. I think that did me some disservice because I was not really like, understanding what the point of the movie was. Certainly, because I hadn't seen it, and also I was like comparing it to something that was trying to achieve something very very different. Still,
Mm,
hard sci-fi about the dangers of whatever. Like future thinking about where things could go and like where technology could take us. Same bedrock but different scaffolding. So I just couldn't see the forest for the trees.
Mm.
That said, knowing again though, like knowing what I know now about it, like I do think he looks pretty rad. It fits exactly what it needs to be.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel that
Anyway,
for sure.
kind of walked myself in a circle there, but like that was my journey with it. I was like, I started off kind of being like, I don't know, that looks kind of dumb.
yeah, I think having Terminator with this is Difficult, yeah, because you're right. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's like fucking huge and he's got the leather jacket and he's
The
dropping
glowing eye and
the classic like, action one-liners like I'll be back and shit like that. He's got the shotgun and stuff. I like the gun in this kind of reminded me of Underworld, like the automatic pistols or whatever. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
I don't never seen it.
Kind of wish
Um,
they had more of that.
it was a cool gun. Like I don't know, like the gunplay scene where he's like at the range or whatever, and everybody's just like, "What the fuck?" That was
Yeah.
pretty great. I thought. Um, I don't know, but yeah, he uses it like somewhat effectively for a while, but by the end, like really, like the hang up is just the Directive 4 thing. I guess is like really Shanghai's the whole situation for him. Um,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
don't know. You know what I was interested in about this movie though, watching it this again was like Murphy. Like I understand, like he's been kind of like forcibly disassociated from his personality, but he does not connect with his family at all
That
in
was
this
weird. Yeah,
movie.
that was weird.
I thought he for sure would. I don't know if he ever does. I've never seen any of the sequels, so
I don't
but
know. I mean, they move, and maybe he doesn't know where they went to, but he also like doesn't really try to find out, I guess.
right. He goes and
But
he
But
I
has his
guess he
memories or
doesn't
whatever.
find out about that until they're at the mill, I think, right? Isn't that when she kind of drops the lines when he's already like repairing himself? So at that point, he can't really.
Well, no, because he did go to the
he
house
goes to the
before
I
that, I
mean, he
house.
think.
Yeah.
goes to the house. What I'm saying, like when he has the discussion with her about when she says,
Okay.
"Oh, she went to your funeral, Murph, and she thought you were
Uh,
dead, and they moved away." Like I think that was after he's gotten
Hmm.
blasted. So I mean, at that point, we're heading toward the end of the movie. So, but I
I think
also had
like
that thought, like the thing of him going to the house. I was like, "Oh man, this is intense." But yeah, to never have them as any kind of element, I was like, "Oh." I
well they
mean, I
kind of
feel
were
like that
though,
would be a huge element this time, right?
for
Like the
sure.
kids would get kidnapped by the villain or the wife, or like that would
Or
be
at
the
least
driving motivation of the robot to do something good?
I don't know that it necessarily would be or not, but like because he's been so like segmented mentally, but like he clearly goes through these like emotional moments of reliving these things and seeing his wife say, "I've got to tell you something," and then it kind of feels like, oh, maybe they broke up, and then later on it finishes that thought, and she's like, "I love you," which I thought was really funny. Like, oh, okay, it's not dramatic at all. It's just really sad.
there,
Um,
there
but
is during those flashbacks a Halloween flashback,
There
making this a
is,
Halloween movie.
whoa,
oh
sneaky
my
Halloween
gosh.
Because
boys. Right, heading right
perfect.
into your
I
first
Oh,
know.
I
week
can
of
feel the
spooky
fall
season,
leaves just
boys.
talking about RoboCop. Yeah. Um,
There
but
is,
no,
they're
like,
carving out the pumpkins.
Yeah, you got Silver
um,
Shamrock Man in here playing the
I
old
do love
man.
that kid's fucking devil costume is the exact like cheesy ass devil costume I have sought for years to wear, and for some reason they just don't sell like the cheeky silly ones anymore. I don't know. I can't find them anywhere. But
Gotta make it
that's
now,
a
Randy.
total aside, I guess so. Um,
Gotta
what was I going
3D
to say
print
though
that
about like
shit
the
up.
family though? Like it could have been resolved. I don't know that they needed to like have them be like hostages or anything, but like they could have done like the Men in Black scene where
You spying on
fucking
them?
yeah,
Okay.
where Kay is like looking watching his wife through satellite or whatever. Like he looks up where his wife is now or whatever and
Enhance.
decides that it is in her best interest that he stay away or some shit like that.
And he
like it
switches
would
to
have
the
been a one
shower
scene thing.
cam and
And lets nature take its course.
Got a robo
I'm
boner.
part man, remember? um, but no, I don't know. It could like it's not the biggest qualm in the world because I think this movie is pretty like solidly complete. It's just that they have those scenes talking about like showing how much his family meant to him or whatever, and then there's just no follow up on that. It's just like taken as like this is the milk that has been spilled. There's no unspilling the milk. He can't get his family back. He can't speak to his family on the level he used to. I get like there's
can't
no
drink the
attempt or thought
milk.
about it.
You can't
I
put
don't
the
know.
milk back in the bag.
You can't put
Ugh.
the milk back in the cow, as Mama always said.
She
Back milk
always
kind of
said
freaks
that.
me out. I don't like that.
Back milk, well,
It feels like, I don't know,
little
faker
milk
than
bladders,
like
Oh
carton
yeah, it
milk.
just
I don't
doesn't.
know.
I
Like,
don't know, it kind of
faker.
ruins it for
I don't
me.
know.
yeah, I don't know. Like, it's,
I
I
don't
don't
like
know.
it in a bag.
I don't like it in a jug. I don't
How did
like
we
it.
get here? Okay, I
No,
made a bad
you brought on the
analogy, and
milk
here we
talk.
are.
It's your fault.
I blame
Uh,
myself.
Some of the, I mean, most of it looks really good. I guess the robot, some of it kind of reminded me, oh, what, it's a little janky, you know, which is not too bad because it was the 80s and
yeah, when
there,
Ed 209 falls down the stairs and like
yeah,
Mhm.
can't get up and starts like screaming, I felt like that was kind of a weird choice. I was like, why is
The
it
the screaming, the
screaming?
animals howls and
yeah.
growls and shit. That
Yeah.
was strange, but like
I
Yeah.
was trying
I
to think of
love that.
some negatives.
I really loved that he fell down the stairs though, because it's just like another layer of like, oh, this product is bullshit. It's all
Yeah.
hype.
All I
And
gotta do is
buddy,
go
we
down the
know something
stairs.
about products that suck that are all hype and all aesthetic. We know a little something about that.
It's called
So I mean,
Straight Chillin'.
well, I was gonna, yeah.
All hype. I don't
Oh
even think
yeah,
we have the
everybody
hype.
hypes us. Yeah. Um, no,
No hype,
it's
all
just
shit. Straight chill.
it's just like I don't know, man. All style, no substance sort of thing, and they don't care. It's not that's not what it's there for. It's there to sell units to the military and at the behest of the public who is clamoring for something because they have engineered a situation that would cause them to demand it.
Well, and also too, I love how it like I mean I love, but it's it takes everything to the extreme. So even at the end, it's like you are parked illegally. You have 20 seconds to move your
Mm-hmm.
car. It's
Or
like
you get
this,
blasted.
yeah, you're gonna fucking shoot a rocket at your ass.
Yeah, there's a little Judge Dreddiness in that, isn't there? Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Ooh, that's
Judge
another one we can
Dreddiness.
cover.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That new one
Uh,
where he's in the tower or whatever. I've never seen the
Dread.
original actually.
Me either, actually.
Hmm.
Somebody pick it. Just pick
That's
it.
another one that's kind of similar. You got your Terminator,
Yeah,
your RoboCop, and I feel like Dread kind of also too
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
fits
The
into
big
that
violent
realm.
action cyborgian or like
Yeah.
dystopian situations.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys want to
Demolition
hit
Man.
on before we rate this out of five?
Um,
I don't think so, man. Like I don't know.
no.
I feel like I've just gushed, and I too am trying to think of a lot of any negatives I can. Excuse me, but I think
Yeah.
I'm tapped.
Well, let's do it. Out of five, Rand Diesel, why don't you kick us off? How do you feel about RoboCop?
I'm feeling pretty high on this movie. Again, it's not my first watch, and it's definitely an improvement on my feelings towards it from the first watch. It's like the family aspect and a few of those other like lingering things do kind of bother me just a little bit, but only like when I really interrogate those things. As a whole, I think the movie is very successful at what it's trying to show and what it's like pointing at. It does not mince words about any of that shit. It is very forthright about it, and also very bombastic in a very entertaining way. Everything looks cool, like cinematography wise. Everything sounds great for the most part. The effects, the practical effects, are all really, really cool. If sometimes a little dated, then certainly charming. Like, and the fucking talent here, like I really love a lot of these actors. Fucking Ray Wise and Miguel Ferrer pulling in from the Twin Peaks cast. Fucking love that. Yeah, and what the old man Dan O'Herlihy or whatever. Like I really like him in Halloween 3, and I had forgotten that he's in this. I was really psyched to see him. He didn't get a ton to do, but he is just like the perfect like I don't know, snake in the grass, old statesman guy. He's really, really good at that. Peter Weller does an incredible job, of course. Nancy Allen is Detective Lewis or whatever. Like she does a great job. Like I'm really psyched that this movie did not go the route of making it like a sexual relationship or anything like that. They just kind of like dodged that bullet entirely. It did not need to exist that way. It was just like a partner fraternal, not fraternal, yeah, like a fraternal sort of bond between these people. I really like that. I don't know. I could just go on and on about the things I liked about this movie. And very, very, it's very hard for me to conjure enough negatives to really justify. I would say less than. I'm gonna go for a five. I think, and maybe one day I'll watch it again and feel a little bit less enthused, but I find it hard to believe that I will.
Five from Rand Diesel. Juice, how do you feel?
Yeah, I feel in a similar kind of way. It was fun to revisit this. And yeah, I was trying to like come up with some negatives because we talked a lot about the positives. I mean, just going over the positives, the messaging is like crazy relevant, has stuck around and is still sharp today, and the inclusions of the newscast and the little commercials and stuff like that, I think worked really well. And it's something we kind of mentioned about being disappointed with Hollow Man, like how we knew, he could write these kind of like really potent messages. And I think this one is like the pinnacle of that. Starship Troopers did a good job too, but yeah, it's just scary, relevant today, and yeah, it's got a lot of cool things going for it. The special effects are really cool. A lot. I liked the gore. I really liked the director's cut. I would encourage Randy to seek that one out. And I thought that one held up. I guess really the only kind of maybe negative is, like I said, some of the movements are dated and a little janky, and then they really do lean into the kind of goofiness element. Like I feel like, we're talking about like Terminator, for instance. I feel like this definitely leans more into the goofiness aspect, but I also think that's part of like Paul Verhoeven's like deal too. Starship Troopers is quite goofy as well. It's got this layer of like levity kind of built in, this kind of
Oh yeah,
silliness,
it's like
comic bookiness,
self-aware.
over the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it complements it for the most part, but there are some times where I'm like, oh, this is maybe a little cartoony or a little silly, maybe, but it didn't really like hurt anything necessarily for me. I just kind of was noticing it, I guess. As compared to something like I don't feel like Terminator really has that kind of goofiness. But it's been a little while
No.
since I've seen
No, it's a lot
Terminator,
more
so
self-serious than this is, or that certainly more than
yeah.
Starship Troopers is like very blatantly like intentionally silly in its
I
presentation
think
of
Starship
the
Troopers is
story.
definitely even more silly.
The peak
Yeah,
of
for
that, yeah,
sure.
for Verhoeven.
But yeah, I don't know. I think maybe this has I don't know, maybe room to fall, but I really liked watching it after not seeing it for a long time and not seeing it as an adult to process some of these like adult themes and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll give it a 5 as
Mm.
well. It might have room to fall just a scotch, maybe, based on like some of the datedness. But overall, I had a really fun watch going through it this time, and it held up really well.
Yeah.
Bob, how do you feel out of 5?
Solid 1 star. Too much CGI.
Oh my God. Jesus
Yeah, this
Christ.
movie's great. We've been gushing about this for like an hour, basically. I think the movie absolutely achieves what it sets out to achieve, in a way that I don't know that you could really improve upon it. Like if you were gonna nitpick it at all, I guess you could say the effects might be a little dated. The vibe of the movie's a little dated, the look's a little dated, but I mean, it's a product of its time, and unfortunately, it stands the test of time and is even more relevant today, I think, than back in 1987. Any like beef that you might have with how it looks, or like with the aesthetic, or the practical effects, I think for me that just adds an extra layer of charm to it, really. So it's not even really like much of a negative. I think the acting here is fantastic. The writing is like so sharp. It's so cutting. It's also like just extremely funny. Like it does have a bit of a goofy tone to it, but like there's a lot of moments in this movie, as dark as it is, that is just so fucking funny to me. Like, I mean, the bitches leave line, the guy who's like robbing the convenience store and the mom and pop who like
Fuck
own
me.
it.
Fuck me.
He
Fuck me.
just keeps
Fuck
saying
me.
fuck me. They're hiding their safe under a bunch of cans of Miller Lite, and he like shoots the dude in the dick. Like that whole scene is
Oh my
just funny.
Can I tell you,
Um,
there is a
yeah.
shirt that I have seen around. I don't. I feel like maybe Super Yaki or somebody made it. That is just the phrase. You remember that time RoboCop shot that dude in the dick, and I now think I need to own it. Maybe
I
I might
remember
I might need to own that shirt.
your
Anyway, I'm sorry.
move,
I had to bring
creep.
that up.
Like all that shit's hilarious. Almost everything Red Foreman says is hilarious. Um, what's his name? Morton, the sort of young executive, just doing like a pile of cocaine off some woman's tits in his apartment. Like,
and and congratulating her on her intellect. I love that. I love smart women. Smart is so sexy. And all she did was talk about how great he was, like just complimented him. That's literally it.
yeah, there's a lot of humor in this, and I think it gets to its point immediately in a way that you can't really criticize in any way. Like it's just great. It's just very well crafted. Acting is great, editing is great, the music is great. I think the practical effects are great. Like I don't know, man. It's a 5 star. It's a classic. I mean, it's like a bona fide all-time classic. You gotta watch it. You gotta do it. That's a straight up 5 stars from the Straight Chilling crew.
Whoa, you
Hell yeah,
pick.
dude.
That's how you do it. That's got to be one of the highest you picks. Not a lot of you picks get 5 stars.
It's rare.
It's a rare club for sure.
It is rare,
Oh.
and it's a Halloween movie, so
And it
it's like a
was
five and a
sneaky
half stars.
Halloween. Wow,
Whoa.
you
Whoa.
really.
And there's Yabos. Juice. You
That's
got
like
it for
six stars.
5.5.
Oh yeah.
Your code. Can
My
it breach
code.
the laws of the
There's
score?
cocaine dusted Yabos too. That's like a full star. Um, if you guys do end up picking a movie for us to review on the show, we encourage you to send over either a voicemail or an email with your own thoughts and ratings. Your boy Nouse chose to send over a voicemail. Let's go ahead and hear what he has to say.
And quick pause because I did not get it download. Oh wait, I did. I'm sorry. Sorry, you'll have
Thought
to
you
cut this,
did.
but yes, I do. I thought I didn't for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, 2 seconds. I'm gonna hit play in 5.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Nas here, letting y'all know my opinion on my U pick for this week, Robocop. I picked this movie because it's probably my favorite movie of all time. Like, this movie, I remember my dad introducing me to Robocop on a quite young age. I was probably 10 or 11 when I first watched this movie. I loved it back then. I love it right now. I just watched it again, like right now. I just stopped the movie and I just started recording this. Um, I know this movie is not quite horror, but it's still a damn good movie, man. Like the action scenes in this, um, the first one that comes to mind is the cocaine factory scene. Like that action scene is just it's just crazy, man. The RoboCop busting down the door, hitting poses while he shoots everyone. He just he be throwing his hand in the air and somebody dies and he shoots that guy and three other guys fly into boxes somewhere and then the cocaine flying everywhere. He shoots you while he's not even looking at you, like he it's crazy, man, like the scenes. And then he throws the villain, Clarence, he just throws him through windows. And you just know the actor. I forgot his name right now, but you know they needed an actor with a pretty ass mouth for this movie. Like they had him needed a model mouth for this movie because all the acting RoboCop does is with his mouth and his movement, and oh my god, the movement is perfect, man. He is so robotic like. So the actor is, I forgot his name. I love this movie and I don't even remember the guy's name, but um another scene that comes to mind is just is Alex's kill scene, like when Clarence shot his hand off and then he get loaded with bullets inside of him. His arm flies off, he gets shot in the head and then he just lies there as bloody. Another scene is then of course the scene where he fights at 209 and it's just explosions here and there and he gets shot by the police then, and then is so on. It leads to the end scene where he finally gets to kill Clarence. Like that's the only nitpicky thing I have about this movie is that Clarence was like the big guy of Detroit. He was the crime boss. But then he gets such a lame death. He just gets stabbed in the throat. Like this was a revenge. On the end, it was kind of a revenge thing for Alex, and then he just stabs him. I know he was stuck under metal and shit, but man, he shot your hand off and then shot you through the head. Like you could do a lot more than just stab him, you know. But also the first thing I noticed when you see this movie is like the commercials and the news reports is so it's so different, and that makes this movie even more fun. Also, there are yabos in this movie. I totally forgot that. Like I skip over it always in the beginning because it goes so fast. But there are yabos in this movie, so soju. Um, that half star has to be there. So, um, but yeah, otherwise this movie is a 5 out of 5 for me, man. It's so good. Like the CGI in this movie is not bad. It's also not super good, but it's not terrible. It holds up, in my opinion. It holds up. But yeah, it's a 5 out of 5. This movie is just it's a masterpiece for me, man. I love it so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. I can't wait to hear y'all's opinion on it. Um, but yeah, keep chilling, guys, and bye bye.
Completely failed to mention Peter Weller's absolutely kissable mouth. I am
It's
so
so
ashamed of
pretty.
You got
us.
a
That's a
pretty
pretty
mouth,
mouth.
son.
Damn, that's a good looking mouth.
Ooh, you got to have a pretty mouth to be RoboCop. That's one of the requirements.
All right, son, I'm gonna
Um,
need to see that mouth. I'm gonna give you this role.
purse it for me. Purse it good. Um, yeah,
Oh
no, I
Lord.
mean, we didn't comment that much on the action sequences, like at least not a ton, like either, which were pretty damn
Well,
good.
yeah, but I feel like for an action movie, I mean, because of the way he moves or whatever, it's I don't know, maybe it's less than some other action movies. Like even a movie like Die Hard, where there's a lot of shooting. So
Yeah.
his movements kind of limit him, you
He does
RoboCop
throw
know.
feeling
Clarence.
pain is kind of rare and kind of doesn't play that well,
He
I would
does.
say.
He does now. I was talking about this, but he throws Clarence through like 8 plate glass windows in that cocaine factory, just like over and over and over again.
Yeah.
That shit's very, very funny.
Well, and
When he
that's the
shoots
part
the
of the
guy through the
action
woman's dress, like that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a
that
good
was
scene.
great. Shot
Yeah,
him in the dick.
Right in the
yeah.
Um,
dick.
He's just
right in the
blasting
dick.
dudes in
I
the
remember.
dick.
Dude, I don't know, man. I really liked as far as the action goes though, like RoboCop himself notwithstanding, like the fucking watching people like hurl themselves into the like over cars, like the fucking guy the guy who was like irradiated at the end because of the toxic waste, like when
Yeah,
he explodes or whatever, like
like
some of that like
liquefies.
the
Yeah,
thing is, like, these are not CGI. You can tell these fucking stunt people are putting in the goddamn
yeah.
work. When
That was a real
they
man,
fall fucking
He
hard.
and
exploded.
he got
Yeah, they
liquefied.
exploded a guy for this movie. No, I don't know. Like people just being like, it's not. It's not like like slow mo choreographed like like a like, I don't know like
Yeah.
to make a shittier like a shitty Steven Seagal action sequence where it's like or like TV action sequence where it's like
Impossible.
you flip somebody over your shoulder and you just go slow motion like it's none of that. It's just like people just bursting through shit. Like it's pretty great.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. I do. I love Nouse's one critique was like, could have used some more gore when they finally killed Red Foreman. Not quite
Yeah, I
enough
didn't even
gore.
think about that, but
It could have been
I
more
guess
cruel.
because the guy before
Yeah.
him exploded, she
Yeah.
blasted his ass, and the other dude, yeah, liquefied, getting hit by a car. So there, yeah,
I
it was
kind
enough. But yeah, I
they
get
could have
it.
traded those deaths and it might have worked like a little bit more like
Maybe.
felt
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
justice. But I ultimately I'm not too bothered because to me the big bad as bad as Clarence is, like as much of a
Yeah, it's
human
kind of
piece of
Dick
shit he is,
Jones, and he gets thrown
Dick
out the
Jones is the
window.
guy.
Dick Jones
He's
and
the
I will say
cause.
his graphics probably look the worst. Him falling looks so janky. Did y'all see that?
I found it, yeah, but I found it really charming to like Rob was saying. I
Uh,
really like it just
looks so ridiculous.
yeah,
like you compare it though to like fucking Alan Rickman and Die Hard, and yeah, it's a whole different
Yeah.
game. If
yeah,
they had done just something a
way
little bit
better.
more like
Yeah.
that, it probably would have been
And
better. But
that's just
I'm
what,
not
two
upset
years
about it either.
apart? I mean, so it's
Because
not
I
even
think like
necessarily a time thing.
a little edge of silliness really helps this movie for me. Like the
Yeah.
movie is not taking itself
Mm.
seriously enough for me to be that bothered. I think.
When Dick Jones was taking a shit and Morton's taking a piss and like talking shit about Dick Jones while he's
Mhm.
taking a shit, and then he walks out of the shitter and he's like, "Yeah, I used to call my boss dirty words like metal button boner and even asshole
One time,
once,
even asshole.
even ass."
I
Content.
love that because he's like, and you crossed the line, buddy boy. And I was like, oh man, this is such an impotent rage right now. But then he like goes on to like fucking sexually assault Miguel Ferrer by grabbing his hair and shit. Like fucking weird shit.
Mm.
I That's a power move by a horrible human being.
Anyway, great
Yeah,
shit. Funny shit.
good
Thanks for the
stuff, bro.
pick, Nels. Really, really do appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Let's go ahead and jump over to our Rotten Tomatoes segment. See what the critics and users have to say about Robocop.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Rotten Tomato segment in which we have these two gentlemen guess within the best of their abilities what the aggregate positive score is for Robocop on RottenTomatoes.com. We are starting, as we always do, with the critics, which is called the Tomatometer, and then moving on to the users, which is called the Poopometer. There are 86 critical reviews to account for the Tomatometer here. Bob, I'm going to start with you today. What percentage of those 86 reviews would you consider to be positive?
I feel like this has got to be high, like super high. I'm gonna take 95.
95. All right. Soju, where are you coming in at? Over, under, far below?
Yeah, this is gonna be high. Ooh, I think I'll just be safe though and take the under. You said 95, right, Bob?
Yeah.
I'll take 93 then. Maybe there's a tie in there.
93. Well, no, there will be no tie, but one of you is just 1 percentage point away from the correct answer. The correct answer being 92% certified fresh. Soju's walking with this one.
I was like, oh no, if it's 96, I'm gonna be so disappointed.
Instead, I get to gloat.
Instead, I get to say, hell yeah.
Yeah, there it is. All right.
There it is.
And try to
I was
sneak
really
it in
hoping
this
for more of a
time,
ramp
boys.
up, but I set you up. Um, yeah, so that's
I was hoping you were
what
gonna tease me for a little bit, kind of edge
you
me there a
know,
little bit.
edge me a little.
When's he
That's what I
gonna
was
do
kinda
it?
hoping for.
When's he gonna
Buy me
give
dinner
Oh, I
it?
know
first.
it's coming. I know it's coming. He's just withholding. Oh yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Oh, it's good.
I'm gonna roll my eyes, but secretly I love it.
Mhm.
I'll buy it
That's
for
what
a
this
dollar.
is.
I'll buy
gonna
it
buy
for
it
a
for-
dollar.
I'll buy it all for $1. All right, let's move on. 92% certified fresh, very high indeed. You guys were right on the money with that. I kind of expected that as well, but let's move over to the poopometer and see what the users have to say. There are 100,000 plus ratings for the users.
Wow.
A much larger sample size here. Keep that in mind as you guess. Soju, why don't you pick us up here? What do you think that percentage is going to be?
I think it's still gonna be very high, but when you have such high numbers, there's gonna be some negative, I think. So I'll go down just a scotch and I'll say 88.
88. Bob, how about you?
I'll take a 90, please. Maybe we can tie.
90. All right. Well, I'm sorry to say again, no tie. I love this new method though. It's just because it's just 2 percentage points away from each other on every movie. Let's see, a little bit more of a gap here, 4 percentage point difference.
Whoa.
And the correct
A
answer
huge
being,
gap.
of course, 84%. Soju's sweeping this week.
Fuck!
The
That's
littlest
a hell
chimney
yeah.
sweep strikes
Fuck
again.
me! Fuck me! Fuck me! Fuck me! Fuck me!
Damn, Bob.
Take it hard, why don't you? Um,
The only way I do.
all right, all right.
We're just innocent,
Oh.
man.
We're just normal, man.
Yes,
Well,
yes. All right, Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, 84%. That's a little lower than I actually thought too. I would have been closer to what Bob put. I think, but you had
yeah, the
Bob. We had a
numbers
little
are
more
so
faith in you.
high. Yeah, there's gonna
Yeah,
be
it's a tough
some.
one. And this is certainly a beloved movie, but sometimes that doesn't always translate the way you think it will.
Yeah.
So with that, I don't think there was a critics consensus here. Oh, there is. I'm sorry. The critics consensus reads as follows: while over the top and gory, RoboCop is also a surprisingly smart sci-fi flick that uses ultra violence to disguise its satire of American culture.
I mean, I don't think
Disguise, I
it's
don't even know.
disguised.
Highlight, I would say.
Yeah.
Not
that's
remotely.
that's the one word I would leave a note on that. Yeah,
Robots in disguise, boys.
more than meets the eye.
Mm.
All right, I'm gonna read a couple of negative reviews. Let's see what it has to say. RoboCop relies for most of its impact, and more disturbingly, for much of its comedy, on an absurd exaggeration of physical force. Relies for most of its
Absurd.
impact. Absurd exaggeration. I
This
mean,
could
yeah,
never
it
happen.
is.
Corporations would never militarize
Oh, well, the
themselves.
violence
I
is
think he's
way
talking
over the
about, like-
top.
I know.
I
Just
I think he's talking about shooting dudes in the dick and so on.
Don't blast my dong, guy.
Disturbing.
Whoa.
This person's just like, I guess, anti-violence, I guess, but like this
What
movie
a
is commenting
loser.
specifically on violence. So
Yeah.
I don't know, like,
he's
the
probably
absurdity of it.
European.
Chicago Tribune. I don't know.
He doesn't realize that everybody has a gun in America.
Times 3.
Everybody's packing. Yep.
I just
Yeah.
have one on me. I didn't say that's all I had.
Yeah.
You gotta come packing when you're podcasting. All right, you never know when you
Yeah,
gotta
you got-
start blasting.
When you're in the blue room, you
I
gotta
start
protect the goods, you know.
You got, they're trying to get my blues, boys, right?
They're coming for my blues. The government
It's
don't
blue
want me to
gold.
have my blues.
There's gold in them blues. It's blue.
All right, one more negative review. Let's go. The story amounts to a celebration of brute force in a crudely etched Law and Order context. Boy, I can hear the whistling sound of the point flying over this person's head. Oof. All right, that's all I got. Unless you guys want to contribute to that, we'll just jump over to some trivia. I think, right?
Oh yeah, pile of trivia. Let's do it.
Here.
It's totally time for trivia.
Boys, the budget for this movie was apparently about $13 million. It grossed $53 million at the box office, and God only knows how much money was in them blues. Because damn.
I mean, you tell me. You bought one of them.
Damn.
Just
the-
one, maybe?
With a
Maybe.
booklet too. So I mean, that's pricey.
I mean, paper doesn't just grow on trees. That shit's very expensive. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm sure this was sold on like Laserdisc, VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, 4K. Like, I mean, damn. The money in the video games, in the sequels, in the action figures.
Yeah,
It's all about the merchandising.
How many sequels they got on this? I wonder.
3 and a remake. Well, so like the original 2 sequels and then a remake.
Okay. Yeah, I wonder
To my
about those
knowledge.
sequels. I wonder if they're any good.
They had a TV series, it looks
Paul
like. and,
Verhoeven
like,
didn't do it. Yeah,
maybe-
didn't they have like a Saturday morning cartoon or something?
They also had a Saturday. They had a
Yeah.
live action show.
Oh, really? I didn't
and-
know about the live
yeah,
action.
Yeah, I didn't either until
It's a little too much
Recently,
there, I think.
definitely.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, like this is the thing: is like a movie critiquing the
Yeah,
absurdity of capitalism, then
Yeah.
being used as like just a money, just a bank for
God.
the owners
We're
of
the
the IP.
problem.
Yeah,
Well,
Fucking
mostly
American.
Bob, but
Fucking
we're
America.
nothing
involved a
Americans
little
love
bit,
to
too.
buy more than satire of American consumerism.
Tell me I'm an idiot.
We're so
Please.
stupid. Let me pay you.
Please tell me. Your boy Rob Bottin was tasked with designing the Robocop costume. He researched the Star Wars character C-3PO and its stiff costume, which made movement very difficult. Botine was also influenced by robot designs in Metropolis from 1927, as well as The Day the Earth Stood Still from 1951, as
Oh, I
well as
haven't seen that.
several comic book superheroes. Apparently made about 50 different designs, and Verhoeven wanted it to be like very robotic, and he ended up being influenced by a Japanese illustrator by the name of Hajime Sorayami, which I'm
Hmm.
unfamiliar with. But yeah, The Day the Earth Stood Still, I totally see that influence for sure.
Well, yeah, it's that like
Yeah.
mono eye or what? Oh yeah, I'm looking at Hajime Soriyama's stuff right now, and yeah, I can totally see that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
it's
Mm.
very Metropolis inspired stuff.
The RoboCop costume took 6 months to build with flexible foam latex, semi and completely rigid polyurethane, and fiberglass helmet. There are moving sections joined with aluminum and ball bearings. Seven costumes were made, including a fireproof version and some other variations where it showed damage. And I guess depending on the suit, it either weighed 25 to 80 pounds. And the gun he was using was an Auto 9, is called an Auto 9 in the movie, but it's actually a Beretta 93R with an extended barrel and a larger grip.
Whoa.
Damn.
For all you
To
gun
extend the
nuts.
Gun
barrel of a
nuts.
Beretta, you are man, you are compensating for something.
A
Really
tiny
just
wiener.
driving
That's
that
really
point
all
home.
that you got to compensate for.
I guess it's a blown off wiener in RoboCop's case.
Dude,
One would
he couldn't
presume.
stop blasting dudes' dicks off. That
I mean,
is,
maybe it's because his own dick was blasted and he
oh
knows
Maybe
what
he's
man.
hurts.
compensating for something.
For
Must
no
be.
dick. This robot has no dick.
We have a dickless robot coming out shooting people in the dick. You don't think that's a problem?
The suit apparently was so heavy, your boy Peter Weller lost about 3 pounds a day from just water weight.
Holy
Jesus.
fuck.
They eventually installed an air conditioner, which helped, but god
Jesus
damn.
Christ, dude.
My suit needs an air conditioner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
He's got
melting.
a
Three
big metal
pounds a
thing
day.
buzzing on his back.
That's insane. Yeah, it's just like
It's like
industrial
a window
size.
unit.
The man just takes off and flies into space. The screenplay had been offered to and rejected by virtually every big director in Hollywood before Paul Verhoeven got a hold of it. He received it while on holiday in France and threw it in the trash after reading just a few pages, convinced it was a dumb action movie. After going for a swim, his wife found it, Martine, and she started reading it and finished it. And he walked in and said, "Well, that's just a piece of shit. What are you doing?" And I guess his wife said, "Nah, dog, this shit's amazing, and it's got a bunch of satirical and allegorical elements to it," and convinced him to direct the movie.
Another woman saving Hollywood, boys.
Oh yeah, dude.
Tale as old as
disco kid.
tale as old as
Hell,
time.
hell yeah,
Well done.
dude.
Bitches stay. I
Put
feel
that
bad
on
about
a
that one.
hat.
No,
I'll
I
wear
will not. I'm gonna actually strike it from the record if I may.
it. The
Nope. It lives on forever. AI is gonna
Fuck.
pick it up.
forever.
It's your new
Oh,
catchphrase.
Grok made me say it.
it's it's gonna be on the next the 8K release. Bitches stay, Randy
Oh,
from Straight Chilling Podcast.
that you're an 8K
Straight chilling,
um
really.
straight chilling compendium. Yes. The
Uh,
next
the re-
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, blasting through these. The repeated line, "I'd buy that for $1," comes from Cyril M. Combluth's short story called "The Marching Morons," which presents a similarly cynical view of an over-commercialized future that's desensitized to violence and war. A radio game show
What?
in that story uses the line "I'd buy that for $0.25" as its signature phrase.
Can't imagine
Wow.
what that would look like.
I would
We'll
buy
we'll
that
never
for
know.
$10. Inflation.
I'll
Sorry.
buy that for $1 million.
As someone who lives in South Korea, I'll never know what that looks like.
Famously, no problems ever in South Korea. On the Criterion Edition DVD commentary track, executive producer John Davison and writer Edward Neumeier both relate the film to the decay of American industry from the 1970s through the early 1980s, with the abandoned Rust Belt style factories that Robocop and Clarence Boddicker's gang use as hideouts reflecting this concern. Which, yeah, I mean, it looks like Detroit, like I guess present day Detroit. So I think Detroit's come back a little bit
Think
since
Detroit's like on the rise, the
I
Skosh, right?
I
Or
think so. Probably
People
everybody
people are making their
realized,
way there. I mean, tell it to Barbarian, I guess, but it's on the
yeah,
it's got its parts
coming
that
up. I think
that are
Eminem
coming up.
bought the whole city and just is giving away free houses or something, and now it's
there you
fine.
go.
Power
Um,
to
what
the Motor City,
else?
baby.
What else we got here? Apparently, I did not double check this, but I found this as IMDb trivia. Former President Richard Nixon was hired to promote the home video release for this,
What
and they
the
paid him
fuck?
25 grand for the spot, and he just donated the money to the American Boys Club.
What
That
the
sounds made up, but I don't
that
know.
doesn't seem
Well, he wouldn't be
possible to
yeah,
me.
Richard Nixon.
Former
Well,
president.
Well, I
yeah,
know,
former.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's very hard for me to believe. I'm gonna have to see footage of that to believe that.
Booty. Yes. The old man was apparently based on Ronald Reagan, and the corporation's policies were emphasized greed and profit over individual rights. The police are deliberately underfunded, and the creation of Robocop aims to replace them with a more efficient force. Jones admits that it does not matter if Ed 209 works. Randy, I think you mentioned this actually throughout our conversation because they have the contracts ready for like all the spare parts. So like they're not trying to churn out a decent product because they got your balls in a fucking vice, just like Apple.
And if they
Just
solve the
just
problem, they
like Apple.
can't make money off of the problem anymore.
Exactly. Exactly.
You gotta have the problems to make the money,
Hmm.
boys.
You got to
That's what I
manufacture the
learned from the bookkeeper.
problem before you
Hmm.
manufacture a good product.
Oh yeah.
The
That's
solution,
that's
you gotta have the problem first.
This is the last bit I have here. The film was nominated for 3 Oscars, including Best Sound Editing, and Best Film Editing. It ended up winning for Best Sound Editing.
Okay. Yeah,
So, three
I can buy
noms,
that.
one win.
Hmm.
There you go. That's all I got for trivia. Let's go ahead and talk about our cooter of the week.
All right.
Straight chillin'. Gooder of the week.
Juice, what is a cooter and why do we hunt them?
Oh, Cooter is a character type and a straight chillin' exclusive. Cooter has to hit 3 of these 5 points to be considered a cooter, and we want the cooter with the most points. The 5 points of cooterdom are sexual deviance, manipulation, smug arrogance, overall look and attire, and overall patheticness. I believe we have probably quite a lot of cooters, actually. I would say maybe Clarence or Dick Jones are top of my list, but also what's his name? Emil might hit as well.
Yeah,
Um
and Clarence.
yeah, well I said yeah, Clarence and Dick Jones. So
Oh,
let's
okay, yeah, email, yeah.
Clarence, let's start with him. Clarence, smug arrogance.
Got it.
Yes. Beyond.
For
Got it.
sure.
Yes.
Manipulation, yes.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, he's
Um
playing both sides.
overall patheticness. He doesn't get shot in the
I
dick.
mean, RoboCop does whip his ass and he immediately is just like, I work for Jones. I work for Jones.
That's true. That is a
Yeah.
pathetic moment. Yeah, that
But I
is.
don't know. Like he also watched like half of his dudes get blown to shit right before that. So I don't know if I wouldn't do the same
True, but
thing.
he's a
Fuck
narc. I mean,
Jones.
you know.
Oh yeah. Nothing more pathetic than narking to save your own life from a robot killer.
Precisely, Randy. Thank you for clarifying.
I couldn't possibly sell out my best friend, this CEO who sucks
My
and
best
hates my
friend
guts.
Dick.
My best friend Dick Johnson.
Looking at Tyre, do you got anything goofy going on? I think so.
No, I mean the worst he gets is like the like by being thrown through so many plate glass windows, he gets scarred up
Yeah,
like
scarred up a
goddamn Cenobite or
scotch.
something.
Yeah.
But that's it.
And that's just hot.
And was there
Yeah,
any
and
sexual deviance? I don't think there was, though.
not specifically from him.
No,
No,
I don't think so. All
I
right.
think like
Well,
he kind of like his gang, not totally were doing all
yeah.
kinds of shit, but him alone? No, I'm thinking not.
Well, shall we move over to old Dick Jones? Manipulation, check. Smug
Oh, big time.
arrogance, check.
Big
Smug.
time. Big time.
Sexual
Overall
deviance.
patheticness. Oh,
Oh,
sexual
okay.
deviance. Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say for sexual deviance, I submit, and you guys, I feel like this will be contentious maybe, but him grabbing Miguel Ferrer's hair is like a sexually charged power move to do to somebody.
Oh yeah.
It's like what
He's
the
got that
fuck?
iron butt on him.
It's
and
just
he's
such an it's a weird, intimate way of threatening somebody.
How do you do it, Randy?
Oh, just ransom letter like a normal
Just grab
person.
him by the dick like a normal dude.
I just grab my dick and give him a real quick threatening jerk.
Just grab him by the balls, you got him in your control.
Just give him a quick, like you're like
Give him a
cocking a
quick
shotgun.
Give him a quick little flick. Flick on the dick tip.
Dude, a
Let
ball
him know
tap
who's
will send a
boss.
man to his knees.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Whew. Just takes a little
I've
tap.
explained this to many women in my life. No,
My dog basically punched
You
me
gotta
in the
watch.
balls.
This
the
is
other
how
day.
I like it, ladies.
No, more
Not
tap.
too hard, but not too soft. You gotta let me know you're there. This is. It's got like an instructional video he made.
Yeah. That's how we do it, man.
This is how Randy likes his balls to be stepped on.
Oh my lord!
Jesus.
Don't do that,
Oh, I can't even think
Bob.
about that. That's horrible.
Bob, what's
Who's
wrong with
taking
you?
it there, Bob? What is the fucking matter with
I mean,
you?
it's your tape, Randy. It's not mine.
God damn.
As long as I'm not involved in any of this.
Yeah, I'll buy that for $1, but I don't have it.
Oof. So, wait, Dick Jones' patheticness, right? I think he hits well, he gets totally kind of like out schemed by his underling,
He does it first, yeah, and then he gets
Then he gets back in,
kills
but then
his ass.
but then he also
gets him
loses
fucking
again.
murdered,
Back and
so-
forth, back and forth,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't
And
know.
what about old what's his name? The guy who gets popped, Emil? Is that
Miguel Ferrer. Oh, the guy who gets popped. Yeah, Emil. Yeah, well,
looking at Tyre?
his-
Good lord, dude, just shave that haircut. Like, it's
he
time
really
to
did not
go.
like that dude studying physics. Was not about it. I'm not sure that's a-
Patheticness, yeah, I think he hits on that one.
That shows a little bit of patheticness to me. Is being so insecure that this dude is learning about fucking math that you want to like kill him for no other reason.
Yeah, the gas station. So looking at Tyre, patheticness, manipulation. I don't know if
I don't
he's
think so.
manipulating
It's a
anybody.
tough one, yeah.
Probably smug arrogance though.
I mean, they all have that.
Yeah, for
They all
sure,
got the
yeah.
smug arrogance, yeah. And
Kind of hard to see
then
it with it all. It's so rife. But
does he have the sexual deviancy? I'm trying to remember any specific scenes with the
Well, they're
sexual-
like grabbing that woman. I can't remember who it was though, in the alley. Or was it even the gang? I think that might have been just someone else.
No, I think
Remember?
that's the dude who gets shot in the dick, right?
Yeah.
I don't think that's part of the squad.
Yeah,
No,
just
that's-
something else.
randos, yeah.
I think everybody's hitting, Cooter Lights. We got 3 points.
Yeah, the whole gang for sure.
3
and
points, 3 points. Yeah.
The ghost point of like wanting them to be killed though and being
Is
thrilled to
high.
be-
Oh yeah.
It's high.
Very,
It's
very
real
high, yeah.
If that became ever legitimized, these guys are fucked.
Yeah.
Of course.
Jones, Morton, Clarence, and his gang, like they're all
Yeah.
round them all up, really.
Round them up.
Mhm.
Shoot them in the dicks.
Shoot all their dicks
All-
off.
Oh yeah.
And then step on their balls, but just so.
Bob.
Crush them into a
Just-
fine paste.
Oh god.
Real nut butter, you know what I'm saying?
What the
Oh,
fuck is
God.
wrong with you?
We know how you like it, Randy.
I want them to be able to spread it on toast after. You
Oh my
understand
God. Oof.
Well,
Boys,
I think we got
I
'em.
need those. I use them.
Yes, that's what a boy likes.
Use them too often.
oh god.
me? What's next?
I think we got them. Lock them up.
Lock
Boys,
'em
let's
up.
talk about what we've been watching this week.
Hey, gang, what you been watching?
Rand Diesel, besides your nut stepping tape, what you been watching?
Oh man, just that on repeat. No, so I've watched mainly just two other things other than stuff I've already mentioned quite a bit. Mario Kart, I mentioned. I still am going back to Echoes of Wisdom, Legend of Zelda here and there, and enjoying that still. But I also finished Squid Games 3 just like a couple days ago. And yeah, man, I enjoyed that overall because I kind of like let go of the idea that they were gonna like bring home the point again. And I'm glad I did because by the end, if I had been expecting them to come to some big end point, I would have been so fucking pissed off because this thing just kind of ends with a huge thud, in my opinion. Um, so yeah, ultimately, I didn't like dislike watching it, but I just didn't get a lot out of it. I can't truly recommend anybody watching beyond season one unless they just want to see more action or more set pieces and stuff like that. Um, ultimately, and also like there's one thing that I won't mention at the very end of the of episode three or season three that I just do not care for one bit. I won't mention what it is, but if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. The only other thing is Beck and I went to a teenage production of Hades Town that was playing in our neighborhood at a theater nearby that we had been meaning to go to for a while. It's a show that Beck and I went to see like the touring production of like last year or the year before or something like that, and we really enjoyed it. Um, it's just a pretty solid musical or whatever. And this we were expecting, it to be pretty like we were expecting a downgrade, a pretty significant downgrade. It's community theater essentially with teenagers. It could only be so good, right? But we were really, really fucking impressed because we also found out, not knowing this, that these kids put together the entire production, including props and choreography and stuff like that, with some adults in tow to help move things along. But they did it in 3 fucking weeks, and
Damn.
it was pretty fucking good. Like it would have been pretty good if I had not known that. First of all, the singing was really really great. Like some of these kids can really wail. It was really good on that front. But just as being as stripped down as it was, as like low budget as it ultimately had to be compared to like the real thing, obviously, and for the timeline, I was super fucking impressed with these kids. So kudos to them. And it's like just a short run, like 5 or 6 show thing that they did like as soon as summer hit. Very impressive. Good for them. Yeah, that's really it for my what's been watching though. Other than that, I've been just getting projects done.
Nut
How about
crushing
you?
tapes.
Yeah, my big project. Soju,
Oh
what kind of
boy.
nut crushing tapes have you been watching?
Oof. Oof. Yeah, mostly just been we got an extra week to watch stuff for BFOM, so I'll be talking about that stuff soon. But I did get a chance to go to the theater, which it's been a little while, just to go straight up to the theater and watch the new Super Mang, which I enjoyed pretty good. I really like Nicholas Holt. I think he did a really good job as Lex Luthor, especially over, I think having a recent film, that was just so bad with what's his name, Social Network in that, which what Jesse Eisenberg is it?
Eisenberg.
Yeah, oh man, that was terrible. Ooh, that's some of the worst shit I've seen. But yeah, it was fun. It was, CGI and over the top, but it was it's kind of goofy and lighthearted and yeah, it was good. It was fun summertime popcorn watch. And yeah, I enjoyed it pretty good. But that's all I've been watching really. Bob, what you been watching?
A couple things. Shouts outs to everybody that hung out for Joe Bob this past Friday. He did a double feature. They were both werewolf movies. The
Whoa.
first feature was Dog Soldiers, which I hadn't seen in quite some time. And it's a pretty good werewolf movie. It's more of like a straight up war movie with werewolves in it.
Hmm,
Hmm.
And I
that's
feel
cool.
like there was like whenever the Blu-ray came out, which I do own, which is the only time I've ever seen it before watching it on the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray, the colors are like really saturated. And then on this, whenever Joe Bob showed it, it was like more muted, and I like the muted version way better. It
Okay.
suits like a war movie way, way better, I think.
Hmm.
But that was pretty solid, a lot of fun. he showed Bad Moon after that, which I have never seen and I didn't stay up for because it was like midnight by the time that started. But I'll try and watch that maybe tomorrow or something. Um, Other than that, we went to the theater to watch Jurassic World Rebirth,
Oh, Bob.
Why would
and
you? Why would
Why
you do
you
that?
keep doing that?
oh man, yeah, shouldn't
Bob.
shouldn't do it.
Bob. What are you,
Don't
Bob?
don't do it to yourself. Don't crush your own balls. Let someone else crush them for you.
Bob, how
Hold
quickly
on.
before you pre-order that box? Hmm?
No, I'm not gonna. I'm not. I don't ever need to see it again.
But what if it came
Just
packed in with all the others, Bob? Would you do it then?
What if it's a box
no,
set?
no. I don't. I got the good. I got
What
the
if
ones
it's
you
got
need to
like the
see.
holographic card and stuff?
Okay, well, yeah. Then I'll buy it for $1. Yeah, I'll buy it.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
for $1.
It just needs to sparkle a little bit, and then I'm in.
Okay.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson's sort of the lead in this. It
What happened to my
is.
boy Chris?
I guess he took his money
Why is
and
he
is
not in more
swimming in it.
movies?
Why?
Yeah, it's like I guess it's like a reset sort of with like a new
Oh
cast,
my God.
and they go back to the island,
Oh
this
my
one
God.
specific island where they did all these like
It's
experimentations
a
and like
new island, you
try
say.
to try to create new dinosaurs because people are so familiar with like real dinosaurs they got tired of watching them, so they stopped going to the parks. So they're going to that island with all the genetically mutated, fucked up dinosaurs to get DNA from three.
Do they have
You gotta
laser beams on their heads?
no, that's got to be the next one though. They got to get DNA from three big giant dinosaurs because it's gonna help them make this super drug that's gonna solve a bunch of heart disease problems and save millions of lives. So there's a drug corporation that assembles a team. They
Stop
assemble a team,
talking.
right? That's
Team.
precisely how I felt watching the fucking movie. I was like, Jesus Christ, this movie's boring. It's like 2 hours and 20 minutes or something like that. And like
Jesus Christ.
they like the first 30 minutes they're assembling the team and you're like they definitely are like spending time on the characters trying to make you invested in them, but nobody on screen gives a fuck about the characters they're playing and you can tell and you're just like they don't care. Like how can I care? I can't care about any of these people. This is terrible.
I'm
It's
getting a
and then there's like a
contact
whole
hate from
sequence
this.
on the water where they're like kind of trying to recreate some moments from Jaws. And like the CGI, like everything is CGI, and it doesn't look particularly good. And these dinosaurs, they're like the size of skyscrapers, just keep like sneaking up on these people. It happens like 3 times. They're just like,
I
bam,
remember
they're just
when
there. Like,
the T-Rex would make the fucking water vibrate and you could feel the thunder in the ground and all
ooh, you
that
gotta make
shit.
that
You remember
water
that?
vibrate, dog.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it would
Jesus
actually
Christ.
build tension. The when you see the T-Rex in this fucking movie, it's taking a nap in the grass and they can't see it. And then it stands up and it's a fucking skyscraper. And it's like it's just nat you couldn't see it,
Mm.
you couldn't hear it, you could it's
Mm.
dude, the movie is so bad. It's so bad. The product placement in this fucking thing, out of control.
Just a big commercial, Bob, for
Out of
toys
control.
and products.
It opens up with a Snickers bar, and then somebody gets dead because of Snickers bar.
Oh,
That's how it
that seems like
starts.
bad advertising, if I'm being
That's how
honest.
you're not yourself when you're eating Snickers.
Sure.
There
That
you go.
franchise has been bad for a long time.
It's true.
Oh
For
yeah.
4 movies, at least 4 movies, maybe
That's,
five.
I
They're
would
like
argue,
we've been
all
through a whole yeah, we've been through a whole
minus one
like
minus
I can't believe we're already resetting again.
This is the seventh movie.
Jesus.
that's criminal.
The second one
That's
is
fucking
okay.
criminal. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's at best okay. I actually saw that one first. I have fond memories of nostalgic memories about it. There are a few key scenes I think still hold up, but nothing compares to that first one. And the second one, like,
Mm.
is the only one that compares at all to the first
Yeah.
one.
Three,
all.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is 7. Jesus Christ.
7.
Oh
I'm
my
not lying.
God. Oh my
Maybe,
I
God.
didn't see
maybe
the
I'll do a
first two,
mini
but
cast on that so I can just complain for 30 minutes.
Do
please
that.
do.
Do
Take
that.
it
Buy
away
us
from
some
me.
time.
All right.
Take this away from me, please.
All right.
I
But
don't
yeah,
like this.
that's all I've been watching. We don't have any voicemails this week because nobody loves us. Nobody loves
Everybody just
us.
keeps sliding into my DMs, guys. I keep
Everybody
telling y'all,
hates
call
us.
in, share those kinks to the world, not just me.
God
These
damn.
QJ coins aren't going to save themselves, people. We need you
Randy,
on the horn, moving product.
Randy, stop sending videos of you stepping on your own balls to Justin specifically.
Stepping on my own balls.
He's got very long balls.
I'm limber, okay?
My boy does a yoga.
I don't care for your
yoga.
yeah, I don't care for your non-believing tone.
Oof.
It's very, very long balls. Very long. If you
Jesus.
guys are listening and would like to call in and leave a voicemail for next week, hit us up at 904-638-3231. Next up on the docket, we're going to be talking about I Know What You Did Last Summer, the reboot, sequel, requel, the new movie coming out next week.
Whoa.
The new one.
It's
The
like
new
something
one.
that came out of a nightmare movie.
A nightmare
Exactly.
movie. Mm.
A nightmare movie. The new I Know What You Did Last Summer. Prompts for next week for folks to call in. Summer slashers, maybe. What's your favorite summer slasher? What are you watching? What do you like to get slashed to?
What? Yeah. I don't know. Like, tell
What
me about
did
your
you do
nostalgia
last summer?
about the franchise from before. Like, what is your connection to this movie? Because for me, it was watching I Still Know What You Did Last Summer on repeat on fucking Cinemax, just because that was what they played ad nauseum for like 3 months of my childhood.
Skinemax.
So I know that movie back to front, and I saw the first one much later, and that I have no impression of it whatsoever in my brain.
Randy, I think you're talking like slightly off your mic.
Yeah, I think your mic's like tilted or something.
Yeah.
Is that true?
That
That's
sounds
better.
better. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounded like a little
Sorry about that.
distant.
You've been distant these days.
Trust me
Randy.
when I say that everything that I just said was fucking gold, and you are sad to have missed it.
Man, we can still hear it.
Yeah, it's just,
It was much better, much better with the cadence. You missed the cadence.
I see.
That's what it is.
It's all about the cadence.
I see.
Any other prompts for next week? We're gonna get so many voicemails.
Oh yeah. Yeah. What's
If you were
Oh, go ahead.
if you were gonna get murdered one summer, what would it be for? What's a fucked up
Tell
thing
us your
you
deepest.
did?
Yeah, what's something that you
yeah.
dark confessions time. Calling
Yeah,
us some
what would
dark
somebody
confessions.
murder you about?
You don't have to put your name on it. Just tell us some dark confessions. You or somebody else. If you.
Just say, yeah. Hi, my
you
name
ever hunt
is
a man for sport?
Rand
Give us a
Diesel.
call.
And I would get murdered one summer for stepping on my own balls.
Okay, this needs to go away.
I don't understand what you're even saying anymore. I cannot yes and something that is just strictly not nonsense.
We all know you got them long balls. Call in 904-638-3231. Check out I Know What You Did Last Summer. Get ready for next week's show. Until then, we're on social media everywhere. Just search Straight Chilling Podcast and we'll pop right up. If you want to join in our daily Slack channel conversations, just let us know in one of those social media outlets. I'll send you a link so you can join in on the fun. And until next week, as always, all you mother truckers, please keep chilling.
Bitches leave.